Hey everybody, it's BorgBrain coming back at you with another educational blockchain video. This one is on Polkadot. Or is it on Binance Smart Chain? Or is it on Polkadot? Binance Smart Chain? Oh, this video is actually on both. It's on a cross-chain bridge. Now, cross-chain bridges are the future, and there's a reason why we're going to see a whole lot about them in the not too distant future. It's, I think, do not underestimate cross-chain liquidity bridges of any sort. I've already kind of, I think this might be the first that I've properly gone over in one of these videos, but the projects that I've been following lately, and a few of the ones that I recently I consolidated a lot of funds on Ethereum, and I aped in pretty hard into a few cross-chain liquidity bridges. And the reason why is I think there's um, a bunch of these systems are about to come online and they're all going to plug into each other, and it's imminent. And the ones that are providing these cross-chain liquidity bridges in between chains, I think there's a few of them I think that are highly undervalued. That's a personal opinion, but I think in the not too distant future we're going to see a lot more about this. Anyway, Binance created a pretty slick bridge between chains uh, for express use in their Binance Smart Chain is sort of the purpose. And now, what is a cross-chain liquidity bridge? You know what? I'll get into a little bit more of that in when we get into the meat, but I want to explain it and explain how this is a partnership. You know, it's a way for blockchains to communicate between each other, but it is also a knife. It is also a sharp knife that cuts both ways. All right, and I will explain this further in the video. Um, but for now, as always, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. Be safe. Have fun. Uh, None of the, you know, I'm not trying to, like endorse any particular project in these videos. I'm not trying to say, hey, go buy this token, 1000x, we're going to the moon. If you want to get that kind of content, then go find a bunch of those flapping heads on YouTube and crypto Twitter and be my guest. You know, but that's not what I'm about. I'm about just trying to provide the most clear information that I possibly can, and also tell you all that, as always, I'm an anonymous person on the internet, so whatever I say you should take with a grain of salt. I am not always 100% correct. Also, if I say, well, here are what the goalposts are and here's the rules of the system, in 2 weeks or 2 months from the date of recording this video, the goalposts might shift. And so even if I'm correct right now, by the time you're watching this video, the goalposts might have shifted. So if you want to get the clear information, you go to the source, and the links, as always, will be in the description. So just, before engaging in any of these things, you should always, double check and make sure the goalposts haven't shifted by checking with the official sources and making sure that it's all what you thought it was. So anyway, let's get in with the meat of this project. So as always, the links are in the description. And oh yeah, geez, I forget this sometimes, and I shouldn't. But this is the Crypto Society YouTube channel. I am the host of this particular series of educational blockchain videos, Borg Brain, an anonymous person on the internet. And if you want to come find Crypto Society, we have a lot to offer. Our Telegram channel is currently the best place to find us. We're working on a YouTube, which is going to be released imminently, and we have AMA recaps on our Medium page, blah, blah, blah. All the links are in the description, along with these links. So the center of what we're going to be doing today is the Binance Bridge, and I'm going to explain a bunch of this shortly, okay? But for now, we got to get started. So the first thing is we're going to go to PancakeSwap, okay? And we're going to go to trade, and we're going to go to the exchange, okay? Now, um, I've got a couple tabs here open. I'm not going to go into PancakeSwap or I'm not going to go into all the details of everything because I've already done a couple videos on all of this. But suffice to say, um, the purpose of this video is to show you how to use value on Binance Smart Chain to buy a basically a wrapped dot token, which is a Binance pegged Polkadot token, and then to take that token that's in your in your BSC enabled wallet, in my case MetaMask, which I did a video on showing how to set this up in MetaMask. It was the first video I did in the series of videos that I've been doing, like 20 odd videos back. And the link for that will be in the description if I remember it. But the point is, you could just go through Crypto Society videos and go all the way back to the beginning, and it'll be there on how to set up MetaMask for Binance Smart Chain. But regardless of that, I'm buying DOT tokens on Binance Smart Chain, and then I'm going to use the Binance Smart Chain bridge to send those DOT tokens over to a Polkadot wallet, a .BSC test wallet that I just set up for the express purposes of making this video. So without further ado, let's get on with the content. Now, so I only got 0.7 BNB tokens, but I figure I want to buy at least maybe I don't know, maybe 5 DOT tokens or something is what I would consider maybe the 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 smallest amount that I would like to buy. So wrapped BNB. Let's do that. So we're on wrapped BNB. I'm going to select a token and I'm going to scroll down, and the DOT token should be right here. All right. Now, if you want to know more about Binance pegged Polkadot token, is you go into BSC scan here. The link will be in the description, and this is you get your contract address and whatnot. I think there's probably other places on Binance Smart Chain that have wrapped Polkadot tokens, but you know PancakeSwap is the big one right now, and I know it's there, so that's why I'm using it. So, regardless, a quarter of a million transfers so far. You got 4,500 addresses, and we're about to add one more when I buy these dots, and then we're gonna add dot tokens, and then it's gonna go back because I'm sending all those dot tokens right to Polkadot. So, one thing to notice is this was actually shut down temporarily. I was going to do a video on this a few days ago, and just because I thought it would be a cool video to do to kind of show a cross-chain compatibility, and I will be doing future videos showing more of these uses for this Binance Bridge. But for now, uh, I saw it. I actually did a test, and I was like, wow, that's cool. I bought DOT tokens, and I sent it into a Polkadot wallet. Well, now I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it on video. And I didn't do it before because they had shut down the ability to do this temporarily. Now it's back online. So all I'm going to say is if you ever try to attempt to do this, I would strongly suggest to go in here and double check and make sure you can do it before you buy your DOT tokens. Because if you want to do this and you buy your DOT tokens on PancakeSwap and then you go here to exit them and then it's like, oh no, you can't use the bridge. Well, I don't know. You're gonna have to take it up with Binance if you know if you felt that the situation was misrepresented. But I'm just letting you know that Binance have the ability to stop um, sort of withdrawals from Binance Smart Chain of any asset they choose. Okay, so Binance Smart Chain is pretty awesome because it's cheap, it's fast, and there's a pile of value going into it right now because Ethereum is so ridiculously uh, expensive, and there's a whole bunch of kind of degenerate, rug pull kind of, you know, ape meme kind of projects, RFI clones and all this that are launching on Binance Smart Chain. And but now what I'm starting to see is there's quite a few pretty legit projects that are saying, "Oh my God, Ethereum gas fees are too ridiculous. Can't take this anymore. We're going to stay on Ethereum, but we're going to launch on Binance Smart Chain because the D app that we've developed doesn't work. It cannot properly function in a sensible way on Ethereum with the gas fees where they are right now. So at least for now, there's quite a few projects, and you know what? It's going to get worse until there's better options or until Ethereum figures out their shit. And I don't know what to tell you, but the one thing to note, okay, is that Binance hold the keys to this bridge so they can unilaterally prevent value from leaving Binance Smart Chain at any point they choose, but they can allow value to go in. Now, here is where I need to tell you about why there is a knife that cuts both ways when it comes to cross-chain liquidity bridges. All right. So on one hand, right now you're looking at a cross-chain liquidity bridge as just sending one speculative token from one network to another network, and that has value, and that's cool. Okay, but in the future, these cross-chain liquidity bridges are not going to just be for value to port back and forth. These cross-chain bridges are going to be used to send data and information, keys, instructions, rules, and whatnot from one chain to another. And I think that's the true power in the future of these cross-chain bridges, is that these different networks are going to be able to talk to each other. And it's not just so you personally can send, dot token from one network to another, as cool as that is. Now, when it comes to porting value from one network to another, here it is. Now, it's cool that one network can send value to another network, and then that network can send one back, and that you can just do it permissionlessly. In the case of Binance Smart Chain, they hold the keys to this. This is not like a purely decentralized system. They control this, and they can unilaterally decide to shut down the liquidity bridge from one network to another at any point, because I've already seen it. So, it's in Binance Smart Chain, or Binance's interest to make sure that they don't get too illiquid when it comes to a particular asset in their Binance Smart Chain. So of course, I don't blame them for putting the brakes on stuff to prevent, you know, uh, an illiquidity crisis for a particular asset. So um, the point is that in the case of Binance Smart Chain right now, Binance Smart Chain is faster and cheaper than Ethereum, and completely compatible with Ethereum, and it's cheap in an order of magnitudes. To buy a token on Uniswap, you're talking $40, $100, $150, depending on gas fees. And when you want to buy a token on PancakeSwap, you're talking about 5 cents, 10 cents. So it's not even comparable. So because of this, there's a whole bunch of value porting out of Ethereum into Binance. So it's almost like this, vampire attack in a certain sense. But it's not. It's just, when people are faced with options, they're going to choose the cheapest option most of the time. Like, in the case of Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum, look at it like this. Um, you go into a store and you want to buy a chocolate bar, and the chocolate bar is 50 cents on day one. And you're like, cool, you buy a chocolate bar. And you go in the next day, and now the chocolate bar is $1. And you're like, well, I still like the chocolate bar. So you buy it. And you go in on the next day, and it's $2. And you're like, geez, the price is going up pretty quick here. And then, day 4, day 5, it's $5, it's $10, and now all of a sudden the chocolate bar is $30. And you're talking to the store guy, you're like, why the hell is this chocolate bar $30? Like, I like the chocolate bar, but I'm starting to think, like, is it worth it? $30 is a ridiculous amount to spend on a chocolate bar. He's like, I don't control the prices on the chocolate bars, right? And then you're looking around, and down on the shelf in this little place you didn't notice, there's a chocolate bar there, and it's 5 cents. And you're like, hey, what's the deal with this 5-cent chocolate bar? You're selling $30 chocolate bars, but you got these 5-cent chocolate bars over here. And then he's like, yeah, those are there. They're 5 cents. You're like, why are they? What's the reason for the price difference? And he's like, I don't know. The price is the price. So you're like, what's the catch? He's like, there is no catch. They're two different chocolate bars. So you're like, okay, well, I'm going to try the 5-cent chocolate bar because It's way cheaper than $30. So you try the chocolate bar and you're like, well, it kind of feels the same, it tastes the same. It's there's no real discernible difference. Just, it's a little bit more crunchy, or it's a little bit saltier or something. But more or less, you're just getting another chocolate bar. If all of a sudden you realize that instead of paying $30 for a chocolate bar, you can pay 5 cents, then most people are going to just start buying the 5-cent chocolate bar. So what's going on right now, and what's going to continue going on until there's more options online, is that Binance Smart Chain is going to suck value out of Ethereum. It's just what's going to happen. It's just human nature. You can't stop it. It's supply and demand. Okay, so the point is that as amazing as Binance Smart Chain is, just remember the system is not totally decentralized. Okay, but anyway, we've got our wrapped BNB tokens. We've got our dot. What did I say? I want to buy 5 dot tokens. So that's going to be that much. So you know what? Let's up it. Let's up it to, I don't know. Let's do 6.66 dot tokens because I'm just feeling evil today. Anyway, you know, I'm buying my 6.66 dot tokens. Uh, just, I'm not actually a Satanist. Um, I don't know why I put that in. I just kind of get a kick out of it. But I don't worship any god or demon. Although I have respect for those that do, as long as they're not infringing on other people. And so, what happened here? Yeah, transactions confirmed. So now, so I just bought DOT tokens. Remember, Binance pegged Polkadot tokens. And here, where the link will be in the description, I click on copy address, right? I go into my MetaMask, and it's being really slow, but I scroll all the way down to the bottom. I click on add token. I go custom token, and I click in here, and I paste, and there my dot comes up. Boom, and I see my dots, my evil amount of dots. So now they're in my wallet. I got my dot tokens, and if I wanted to, I could just buy and sell, dot tokens based off some other asset in PancakeSwap, and I can do my trading because the fees are quite cheap. But that's not what I'm going to do in this video, because I want to send this $6.66, or sorry, 6.66 dot tokens. I should have just went for 5. Sorry, if anyone's offended by this, I apologize. I'm just you know idle hands or something. But and now, so I've got them in my wallet. So and I can see them by inputting the custom token. I'm going to connect my wallet, and I'm going to click on MetaMask, and then I go connect wallet. It's as simple as that. So now I'm connected. So I switch this. I click the asset, and I go down to dot, right? And then I switch it back. And now you see here, they've changed it. So the daily limit is 3,389 dot tokens. What I'm willing to bet is that someone saw an arbitrage opportunity in the discrepancy between Binance Smart Chain dot and regular dot that was large enough to be worth it. And they sold the dot, they ported them somewhere else, and they took advantage of that arbitrage opportunity. And then Binance shut down the bridge, and then they decided to restart the bridge where they created when they figured out what the daily limit should be. Now that's still pretty high. So it's the daily limit per address is, and mind you, so this is 3,300. So if it was just 3,000 dot, and dot is trading at somewhere around $30, then that's 90,000 US dollars worth, roughly. So there's a daily limit of a 90,000 US dollar withdrawal per address per day. So it's not exactly like a low limit, you know, but whales and their games. So coming over to Polkadot, if you've seen the videos before, you just, you got your wallet, and you just click here, boom, and you copy your address, and you go over to your smart chain and you put in the amount, and I go max, and I get my $6 or my 6.66 dot tokens. My destination, I put in the wallet, and I click next. So this is it. So my 6.66 dot tokens are going to my dot address. The network fee is zero point 0.1 dot. So at the current value is roughly $3. And then minus the 0.1 dot, this is how many dots I'll get. So I've read and agreed to the terms of use, and I click confirm, and that is it. So I click submit. Now, isn't this cool? You know, this is the future, and the future is going to get even better than this. It's going to get better and better and better, and it's going to get cheaper and cheaper and faster and faster. And you know, this is the future here. So transaction confirmed, right? And we can view on, well, it says view on Etherscan. It's not actually Etherscan. It's a BSC scan that we would view on, but MetaMask will, you know, hasn't changed the language yet with their Binance. I don't know if they will, but we click over here in the Polkadot substrate, and we go refresh. Now, I feel like they're not going to show up for a while. I have a feeling. Uh, you know, there's this clock ticking down. It's waiting for the deposit. So I'm not sure. There's a possibility that when you do this, it actually starts a clock and it takes 2 full hours before they go in. So actually, so that's not the case. So Binance Smart Chain has been done, fully confirmed on Binance Smart Chain side, and now we're here on the Polkadot side is pending. So if we go back over here, as we see, there are 0 dots in my .bsc test account. But if you come back here, it's still pending. Um, yeah, I mean, like I said, the I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know if this is a, you know, Binance sort of thing, but essentially the actual transaction time for Binance Smart Chain is in the, you know, within 5 seconds usually, maybe 6 or 7 seconds to do a transaction on Binance Smart Chain. And on Polkadot, it seems to be sort of like 3 or 4 seconds, like maybe just like a little bit faster from my experience on sending and receiving tokens in Polkadot or like substrate based chains. So, and that just switched. So perhaps when you're doing a cross chain send, it actually takes more transactions because it needs more security. You know, I'm sorry, I'm not the master of everything. I don't know everything about everything, but I know enough about something. um, so I'll just try to refresh again. I don't think it'll be there. I don't know if I should just continue babbling because I feel like I've kind of run out of, you know, I'm sort of, you know what, I'm done. I'm, I'm just put a fork in me. Um, I kind of went over everything. You know, the Polkadot side is waiting for confirmations. We're here waiting for confirmations. Uh, the only explanation I have for this is that either A, um, when it comes to cross-chain stuff, it takes more block confirmations. So instead of it being just a 1 or 2 blocks, it's taking 15. So it takes, you know, like a minute or two. Or that Binance decides to hold onto the dot tokens for an arbitrary amount of time and to only send them when the price is at a point that they like or something. Like I don't really know. All I know is that under the hood, Binance have the keys for a bunch of this stuff, you know. Um, as amazingly cheap as it is, and as much as the cake tokens, geez, I was looking at cake tokens when they were 50 cents, and it was like not that long ago, and I had experimented slightly with it, and I probably should have aped in with more value at the time, but for all my money in Binance Smart Chain being essentially found money, it's and without doing any early like successful yield farming or doing stuff on PancakeSwap, I've done pretty good with that found money, and my whole my whole experience in Binance Smart Chain and doing this stuff and buying this bit of dot tokens, and there we are. Um, it's all I think Binance Smart Chain for me is just about having fun. That's what I'm taking Binance Smart Chain as, just having fun. I'm going to utilize it. I'm going to play around in it. But Binance Smart Chain for me personally is not really so much for serious investing. Polkadot is much more for serious investing for me, and I'm a holder from the ICO this summer, the private sale, and I am never selling my dot tokens, and I just keep accumulating them, 6.66 at a time. Just joking. I've only bought dot tokens. This is, I think, my fourth time buying dot tokens, and this is I think this is the smallest amount of dot tokens I've bought so far. But the point is, as you see, .bsc test. Here, I've got my dot tokens. They're transferable. If I want, I can, go in to network staking, and I can stake with a validator. I can send these to another dot account. I can send them back in, through this bridge. I can do a reversal, boom, and I can, you know, send my dot tokens. I don't know. I haven't tried this yet. I'm not sure exactly how this works, but it might be I do the sending from here, is probably how it works. But the point is, as you see, we have successfully used wrapped BNB tokens on PancakeSwap. We bought wrapped DOT. We used the Binance Smart Chain to take those wrapped DOT and send them, unwrap them, and send them over to a Polkadot.js wallet, where they're nice and safe in my own custodied wallet, real dot on a real dot network, and Binance or no one else can prevent me from doing anything with those dots now, unless Polkadot did something. But I don't think Polkadot are gonna stop me from using my dots. Um, and that's it. That's the video. I hope you like this one. I found this one really fun because this is, to me, this is the future. These bridges, and I hope, you know, what I've talked about Binance in this video, I hope you find it to be objective. I'm trying to be objective here. I have some issues with Binance, but then also I love Binance. Um, Binance donate so much money in the crypto space. They they really support a lot of projects, and they are very, very, very smart. Um, I'm not sure how decentralized Binance Smart Chain is, but man, this coming out right now, when it is out, is just an absolute stroke of genius. So my hats go off to Binance Smart Chain, Binance, the whole crew. I'll say, listen, this bridge is awesome. The platform you've made is cheap and efficient. You're getting more and more people using it every day. So congratulations. Work well done. Uh, you know, I'm not sure of the long-term staying power of Binance Smart Chain, but for now, this is this is a awesome place to have some fun, and there's some incredible, incredible stuff in the works. There's more cross-chain compatibility. We've got Cosmos, Atom. I'm going to be buying some of these tokens. I'm probably going to do another video, actually, like almost right after this, on Atom tokens, because I want to get some Atom tokens for a specific reason. If we all love those airdrops, I'm not like a big airdrop person, but once in a while something comes a sniffing, and I'm like, oh my god, that is something else. So we got Tezos, we got Ripple, we got EOS, And I think they got a Elrond and a couple other ones. You know, they got Near. These are all different chains, right? It's pretty cool. I gotta say, I'm quite uh, impressed. You know, Elrond. You know, there's a few of them. And Dogecoin. So those, I mean, how many chains is that they have interchain interoperability for? It's quite impressive. Now here's another one that I think I'll just put this little breadcrumb in there. When I was talking about cross-chain liquidity bridges earlier in this video, and I said, you know, my eye has been on a bunch of these cross-chain liquidity bridges. So Binance Smart Chain is one place where I've been having some fun. But I haven't put a bunch of value into Binance Smart Chain because I just kind of look at it as a place for me to have fun. And all the value that I have in there is essentially found money. I think I only put in of my own money something like 150 or $200 USD at the beginning just to give myself a little bit of BNB tokens for gas. And outside of that, all the gains I've made in Binance Smart Chain and everything I'm doing, it's all found money. And I think, you know, right now there's just so much money flooding out of Ethereum that it's sort of like you throw, you know, blindfolded, you throw darts at a dartboard, and regardless of if you hit the dartboard or not, you're basically going to do well if you have a good instinct because there's just so much value coming into Binance Smart Chain at the moment. But, you know, I said I've I've consolidated a bunch of funds on Ethereum, and I've gone in with kind of some heavy hands into a couple cross-chain liquidity bridges that I think are highly undervalued and are in, you know, just on the cusp of really becoming a pretty big deal because of this whole, you know, the knife cuts both ways, and because of Ethereum gas costs. And there's a lot of people out there who don't want to mess with Binance or Binance Smart Chain for certain reasons, and I can understand that. But you know, for me, I want to, you know, I don't have any allegiance to anyone. I like every project. I have my opinions, but I just want to taste the rainbow, and I want to, you know, experience what the world of blockchain has to offer. I want to figure some stuff out, and once I figured it out, then I want to make a video and show you how to do a thing. And that's the whole purpose of this. So it's a pressure for me to learn more and put myself in places that I wouldn't necessarily go into if it wasn't for these videos. And it's also a reason to make videos and hopefully help other people find out ways on how to do things and interact with Web3. Um, but Injective Protocol, I got a heavy bag of Injective. They're one of the liquidity bridges that I think are highly undervalued. And this is just my opinion. You know, this is not financial advice, but Injective are kind of plugged into, um, I believe, Ethereum, but they are definitely plugged into Binance Smart Chain, and they are definitely plugged into Tendermint. But I believe they're plugged into all three, and I believe they're also plugged into Solana, because Solana is part of that IBC kind of collective. But regardless, you know, I'll, pretty quickly here now I'll be doing a video on them because I think the IBC is launching in a few days. But with that, uh, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you you know you got something out of it. Like, subscribe, you know, at me on Twitter. I don't know, you know, if you have any questions or comments, or if there's some cool project on Binance Smart Chain or some other something, you know, if there's some cool liquidity bridge that just no one is talking about, and you're like, man, I want to know how to do this and I don't know how, or I think it might be a cool content for a video, then you know, send me suggestions. You know, at me, comment on the video, whatever. I will eventually find it. I'm a pretty busy guy, but I will do my best to get back to you as soon as humanly possible. So yeah, that's about it. The video's gone on for way long, but I hope a lot of the content and the things I discussed kind of outline the goalposts and show you much more of the why than just the how. Um, I've also been taking some of the suggestions on a couple of the YouTube videos. I'm going to start including cue points in these videos so you can fast forward to sort of more like how to do the thing. But also, once I get caught up in videos over the next week or so, I'm going to start looking at making some text-based with screenshots versions of some of these how-tos. And I want to also maybe try to get these sort of super condensed videos where like in 1 minute it just goes through it and it's got some cool music playing in the background and via text in the video it just shows you how to do it. But with that, um, the video, this is it for the video. Stay tuned for more. I will be doing more stuff with this Binance Bridge in future videos, and hoping to get to a point again very soon where I'm releasing a video a day, and some of the format of how these are being done. I'm getting some editing help from a member of Crypto Society. I don't know if they are comfortable with a shout out at the current moment, so I'm not going to shout them out, but to take a little bit of the weight off me. Many hands make light work, and the Crypto Society. We're going to try to do this together. So stay tuned for more videos. I'll be making them as quickly as possible, and hopefully get caught up, and maybe even get to a point where we can start releasing 2 videos a day for a while, because there's too much functionality coming in too quick on this blockchain space, and I want to cover it and I want to have it out. I want to have the videos on how to do a thing as soon as possible with some of these functionalities. So this is one video of many. There's already 20 or so in the can, and I'm hoping in a month from now, I'm hoping to have those videos at like, I don't know, like 75 videos or something in the bank, and a bunch in a release schedule. So, anyway, with that, the Borg Brain signing out. Hope you have a lovely day,